Hey everybody, welcome. Sorry about the wait. I know we've been delayed by a couple of hours. I do see here it said we're supposed to start at 4:30, but yeah, fashionably late. That's okay. Welcome all of you, especially the ones from interstate. It's been a long time coming. This is my first Māori conference as well. My name is Moses, or you can call me Wani, the English speakers. If we're close enough, call me Wani, but yeah. This is Gune and Achan, and they'll also introduce themselves. They'll introduce yourselves, so who you are, where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm Achan and I'm here from Victoria, obviously, and we're so happy and excited to have you all here for Māori Youth Conference, and just so excited for tonight, and thank you for, sticking around and, being patient with us tonight.
And hello, my name is Gune again. This is also my first Māori Youth Conference. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I'm so happy that you guys have come all over Australia just to be here with us tonight and tomorrow.
Just to start off with, let's try and get a gauge of where everybody's from. Let's start with New South Wales. Where are we at?
Everybody from New South Wales?
Maybe make some noise when you do that. Let's try and get a bit of energy in the room, yeah? Where's New South Wales? Oh, it's just them. Ola.
Oh!
Who we got next on the list?
People from South Australia?
SA, where are we at? Jeez, New South Wales. That kind of put them in shame a little bit. Who we got next? Let's go Tasmania. Where are we at? Let's give him some noise, come on. I brought you guys up the list a little bit because you normally the forgetting state, yeah? We normally forget about you guys, but our friendly neighbours.
Mm-hmm. Anyone from WA? Yeah!
Now, I'm not sure, but have we got anyone from the Northern Territory? NT. Robert, you're ours. We claim you too. No, you're ours.
And I think finally it's Queensland. Anyone from Queensland?
Queensland. It's quiet. I was under the impression that's where we're supposed to have the majority of our Māori people. What's going on? Queensland, make some noise. Very good. All right. What was that? We're going to try and make this an open space, yeah? We can all speak. What was that? The rest are invisible. Okay. We'll try and pick them up as we go.
Thank you very much.
All right, everybody. Esther.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Victoria, Melbourne. Can I have your attention? Let's ask God for today's beautiful day. And I'm so glad to see all these beautiful faces. I'm so excited and I can't wait. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks and glory. You are a God of mercy. You are a God of protection. I say you are a God of protection because you brought all these families from all the states to Victoria State. I give you the glory as we are going to start our program for the youth. God, this is our future generation. We are here for a purpose. May your angels be with us as we start our prayers. I ask this through Christ our Lord.
Thank you for the prayer, Esther. And now we'd like our state leaders to come out, and they'll be brought out by our Māori youth from Victoria.
Victoria, Africa, Fresca. anya iro, madi Atlanta, anya iro, Melbourne, anya iro, madi Darwin, anya iro, Melbourne, anya iro, madi Tasmania, anya iro, Melbourne, anya iro, madi Brisbane, anya iro, Melbourne, anya iro, madi Sydney, anya iro, Melbourne, anya iro, madi Canberra, anya iro, Melbourne, anya iro, madi Perth, anya iro, Melbourne. Conference dini di korukare kinyati duloso. Conference madi di korukare kinyati duloso. Conference dini di korukare kinyati duloso. Conference madi di korukare kinyati duloso. Into him. Yae madi di kere mwendo Victoria Australia. Yae madi di kolonyendo Victoria Australia. Enjoy madi di kere mwendo Victoria Australia. Enjoy madi di kolonyendo Victoria Australia. Anya iro madi Atlanta, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Darwin, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Tasmania, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Brisbane, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Sydney, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Canberra, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Perth, anya iro Melbourne. Conference dini di korukare kinyati duloso. Conference madi di korukare kinyati duloso. Conference dini di korukare kinyati duloso. Conference madi di korukare kinyati duloso. Enjoy madi di conference kataninja mama yize ila. Yae madi di conference kataninja baba yize ila. Enjoy madi di conference kataninja mama yize ila. Yae madi di conference kataninja baba yize ila. Matira madi konita madini kata konikira. Matira madi konita madini kata konikira. Matira madi konita madini kata konikira. Joladu ladu koduru madini kata siladu koduru. 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 Joyai koduru madini kata siyai koduru. Joyai koduru madini kata siyai koduru. Jolinya kodiru madini kata silinya kodiru. Jolinya kodiru madini kata silinya kodiru. Alta madio bake kwe bani kwa mani Australia. Alta madio bake kwe bani kwa mani Amerika. Alta madio bake kwe bani kwa mani Canada. Alta madio bake kwe bani kwa mani Norway. Yae madidi kere mwendo Victoria Australia. Yae madidi kolonyendo Victoria Australia. Enjoy madidi kere mwendo Victoria Australia. Enjoy madidi kolonyendo Victoria Australia. Anya iro madi Atlanta, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Darwin, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Tasmania, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Brisbane, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Sydney, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Canberra, anya iro Melbourne, anya iro madi Perth, anya iro. I'm very happy of seeing my dear Australia united. I'm so excited of seeing my dear Australia together. I'm so proud of seeing my dear Australia united. They say that they are praying for their country to have peace. They say they are praying for their country to have peace. They say they are praying for Madiland to have peace. They say they are praying for Madi people to get peace. They know very well our God is God of peace. He will answer Maria Sakeri la kiase pelere Isaki la kiase la Isinia Andutaba la kiase pelere Mama Mary la kiase la Subani Nyati la kiase pelere Mama Martina la kiase la Rafael Gira la kiase pelere Ani la kiase la Sami Kwekuri organizes community ama difference Ami Kwekuri organizes community ama difference Dominicio Chibako Manzore Jemisi Ingani Manzore Kasara Siliva Manzore Esther Keji Manzore Vicky Igudu Manzore Busi Manzore Busi Madi Youth Leader Endo Manzora Mambanyito Oja William Madi Youth Leader Endo Manzora Mambanyito Namba Willie Chamete Miseka Jokolu Nyekori Kamati Jenia Chamete Miseka Jokolu Nyekori Adi Kamati Jenia Lingo ya Intanzi Madidi Itedeki ya Maya Iforo Lingo ya Intanzi Madidi Itedeki ya Maya Iforo Tiraingo ya Boronzi Madidi Itegba Madiko Suledi Tiraingo ya Boronzi Madidi Itegba Madiko Suledi Victoria Australia Enjoy my daddy Keremwendo Victoria Australia Enjoy my daddy Koronyendo Victoria Australia Anya Ira Madi Atla Anya Ira Melbourne Anya Ira Madi Dawi Anya Ira Melbourne Anya Ira Madi Tasmania Anya Ira Melbourne Anya Ira Madi Brisbane Anya Ira Melbourne Anya Ira Madi Sydney Anya Ira Melbourne Anya Ira Madi Canberra Anya Ira Melbourne Anya Ira Madi Perth Anya Ira Melbourne
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope we all feel nice and welcome. That was a beautiful introduction to our little conference here. Now to start off our opening remarks, sorry, I'll let everybody get seated. Yep, thank you so much. Now, to start off our opening remarks, I would love to invite to the stage our Māori Victoria Chairman, James Aker, for some opening remarks, a few words. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. As you guys heard, my name is James Aker, the chairperson of Victoria. To start with, I would like to say a few words of thanks. That goes to the MCCA under the leadership of Mr. John Agala and his team for actually nominating or choosing Victoria the place to be and to host this youth conference for 2024. So thank you so much. And it has been a while, as those who know about the conferences and conventions that had taken place. And this formation of MCCA was actually formed in 2014 and has actually went through the states, and Victoria turned out to be the last state. And from here, we don't know where is it going to, then we can follow. So Yes, we took this chance from Adelaide, that was last year, and with the belief that we can host and have new faces through Australia and among the youth that can visit Victoria or Melbourne for the first time. And I thank really those who actually visited Victoria for the first time, and I hope you guys keep coming here, not only for the conferences. The other thing actually goes to the Madi community leaders from all the states. Without their effort, without their work or contribution, this event, it shouldn't take place. As you guys know, everything relies on financial support. So I'll give you guys thanks for your contribution through your members, and I hope that the spirit has to continue as it is. The other thanks goes to my fellow members, the Madi Victoria, the mothers, the fathers, and the youth. Since we took this responsibility, we actually started practicing since, I think, May or April. Up to now, we keep practicing till we get to this day, and we still keep going on. It actually opened doors for us to learn something about Madi as a tribe, Madi as a person, and culture, and especially for new generation that we have here in Melbourne. And if you guys can see here what they're doing, they learn it within this period. Can you guys give a hand to them, please? So all this effort actually came through our mothers and fathers, and with the little that we have, we manage in order to give them, and we also learn through it, and become one of the dancers of Madi. I even don't know, but I learned it here. So it's a really good opportunity for me. Yeah, the only thing that I can say as a message to the MCCA is not really an easy task or an easy journey to achieve all the conventions and all the conferences. It's a hard work, and I believe the president here, Mr. John Agala, who actually took this office last year in Adelaide, with his ideas and through his colleagues, I believe that they can take us a bit further and achieve the objectives of MCCA for the reason why this MCCA is actually established. I hope we can achieve it. So thank you so much. The other thing, to I call him friend and in-law, to someone called John Gabriel. John Gabriel actually, he married one of us, and he offered us a place to perform all of our practices without paying any cents. And it is a place where he actually works as a teacher. It's a Kingsborough College, and we've been there for almost 1 year without paying anything. So this thanks actually goes to him, plus the school itself. With all this being said, I don't have much to say, but the last message to you, Mr. John Agala, put in mind that, especially Victoria, we're going to push you a bit harder to do something good for Madi community in Australia wide, not only Victoria. So there'll be up and down, and you have to manage that one. And finally, I would like to say that under the leadership of Victoria, I will say that our conference is officially open, and you guys enjoy it till we finish. And this conference actually is a 3-day conference, and I hope most of you guys will leave Victoria on Monday or after Christmas, because because the best day, yes, will be tomorrow, and the most best one will be on Sunday, and that will be where there is a pure traditional dances will be conducted here. So I hope you guys will be here and enjoy with us till Monday or after Christmas, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, James Eka, for your words, and definitely want to see you all stick around and see your faces up until Sunday. That would be amazing. So next we'll bring up Faith, and she's our Madi Youth Chairperson. So we just want to hear from Faith and what she's got to say for us.
Hello, everyone. I know this is Madi conference. We're not meant to be speaking in Madi English. Unfortunately, my Madisa is broken, so I just have to use English to communicate with everyone that's here. I welcome my mothers, my sisters, my brothers here today. Unfortunately, I'm actually not a youth. I've already passed that stage myself, and under the MCCA, I'm actually acting as a youth. I am Mr. John's, what do you call me? Assistant, so vice president, whatever you want to call it. To me, it's not even about the title. But one thing I can say is I am so grateful to be here today. The room is actually full with a lot of young people who I have not even seen in the youth conferences in the past. And this is amazing, and we should continue to carry ourselves like this, because if we can gather ourselves like this, we can actually change our community to become a better. We can actually make it so much better. Conference should not be the reason why we're here today. Today, I see my sisters that I grew up with who are here to also, just be a role model for the younger generations who are with us today. And to be honest with you guys, I am actually representing Northern Territory. I'm based in Northern Territory, but I moved to South Australia as well. So I can see I'm based in 2 places. And you can see in the room today, we don't actually have a youth member who's representing NT. And that shouldn't be happening. And I should not even be in this position myself to be the one representing a youth position. It should be one of you young members who are here with us today. And in the next election that comes, we would love to have a lot of young people to actually step in. That's what we need. We need a lot of voices. I shouldn't be the one standing here. I should not be the one standing here. I want you guys to actually step up and be a leader. That's what I want to see. If you're here today and you hear my voice, as I say what I say, I encourage you guys to participate in the entire conference from today until Sunday. There's a lot of beautiful topics to talk about. And to be honest, we should not be repeating topics. Let's make an action out of it. And it should start now. So I thank you, everyone. I didn't say my name, Maruni Faith, Abioi. Ango, my home name is Adai. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Those were some beautiful words. I hope we can really take in all those words, and maybe next year we can have a youth representing us for your position. Thank you so much. Yep. Now we would like to invite to the podium Hala and Servia for their presentation on cultural identity and belonging. Could we have you guys both come up to the stage for us, please?
All right, can everyone hear me? I'm not hearing any voices. Can everyone hear me? People in the back, can you all hear me? Perfect. So my name is Scovia David Marubaruri Lioe, and I'll be representing New South Wales youth today, and I'll be talking about cultural identity and belonging. So before I start, I just want to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to elders past and present, because there's no way we can talk about cultural identity and belonging without talking about the land that we are all meeting on today. All right, so first and foremost, the million-dollar question. What makes Māori person Māori? Can I get some answers? What makes a Māori person Māori? Hands up. No one knows what makes a Māori person Māori? What makes a Māori person Māori?
Maziani podolaka, tabare, mamungwe madi gore, alo. Maditi joka. Janyele madini suru dilera. Tiani dina iko joakwe. Kala sile de dia. Epina overvinyi madi goko.
Manjara. Anyone else? What makes Māori person a Māori? I want someone who's young, a youth. Culture. Culture, yes, that's a good one. Anyone else? Are we all shy?
Yurungwe madini, nya madini tijo kasalo, eri, nya madini longongo kawasi, na, nya laki madini to kawasi. Ledi nyurungwe madigole madizi.
Thank you. I want one more youth, someone young. Hola, put your hand down. If I don't see anyone putting their hands up, I'm going to nominate you. So you're better off putting your hands up. Thank you. Actually, thank you for offering, but I want someone from the back. Someone from the back. Don't make me point at you. Don't make me point at you. Someone in the red shirt. Come on.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know too.
What? When people ask you, who are you? Where are you from? What do you say? You're Māori, right? And they ask you, what do Māori people do? What do you say?
I don't get asked this question.
All right. Playing it a little shy. I'm going to pick one more person. I'm going to pick someone. Pretty girls. Pretty girls. All right. Irene, I see your name on your shirt. Come on, Irene, what makes Māori person Māori? One word. Anything. I can't do it. There's no right answer. There's no right answer.
No, Michael. Eh? You know, there.
What makes a Māori person Māori?
Amati. Amari say that makes us Māori men. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I can see people are still arriving. Take a seat. All right, so thank you so much, everyone, for your contributions. And before I begin, I just want to acknowledge that given the time that we have today, this presentation will not be covering every aspect of our rich and complex culture. There is so much more to our story than what I'll be presenting, but I hope what I say will spark a deeper curiosity and a desire to keep learning and a reminder of the strength we carry as Māori people. So today I will be talking about the essence of what makes us Māori. That's our language, our culture, our customs, and most importantly, our guiding principles. I'll also share how we as Māori can continue to live by our values, to preserve our rich tradition and ensure that the next generation of Māori people carries our identity forward and no matter where we go. All right, so let's start with language. A lot of people said what makes a Māori person is through their language. We are Māori. The word is not just a label, it's in every fabric of our being. It's woven into every word and every song we sing and every story we tell. Our identity as Māori is bound to our language. The words we use connect us to each other, to the land, and to our ancestors who came before us. When we greet one another with the word owira, we're not simply saying hello. We're acknowledging a deeper connection, a reminder that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. In that single word, we honor the unity that runs through our veins, no matter how far apart we are. But our language is not just a tool for communication, it's a living memory. When we speak of our ancestors, we're not merely recounting history, we're invoking them, allowing their spirits to continue shaping our lives. Every phrase, every song carries the weight of the past, reminding us that our history is not something locked away in time. It's alive within us. One of the most powerful tools that we have as Māori people is storytelling. Through the stories we share, we preserve our identity, our wisdom, and our sense of belonging. These stories, whether told around a fire or whispering in the quiet of the night, carry our history, our values, and our vision of the future. In the Māori community, we learn respect for the land, for the animals that walk beside us, and for the unseen forces that guide us. They teach us that we're a part of a larger web of life, and that we must live with harmony and balance. These stories are our lifeblood. They're not just entertainment. They are our practical guide for how we live, how we relate to each other, and how we honor the world around us. As Māori, our sense of belonging goes beyond language and storytelling. It's deeply embedded in our social structures and cultural practices. The way we organize ourselves reflects a profound understanding of interdependence and shared responsibility. At the heart of the structure of this is the family. In the Māori world, a family is not just a biological unit, it's a collective. Children are not only raised by their parents, but by the whole village. The elders, respected for their wisdom, are the guides, passing on the values and the history and the culture that sustain us. The clans also play a crucial role in our social fabric. Each clan has its own history, customs, and responsibilities. It is through our clan that we find our sense of identity and security. Elders make decisions that ensure the well-being of the entire group, teaching us how to resolve conflicts, how to honor our tradition, and how to live within one another. So I don't know if you can see, but on the screen, I have some of the many clans that we have in Māori. If you can see your clan on the screen, I just want you to put your hand up. I know the people in the back can't see it. And me, myself, I personally can't pronounce all these clan names, apart from my own. Padrombe, Tedire, what else? Pageri. There's Uke here as well. If you can see your clan on the screen, put your hand up. Everyone should be putting their hands up. All the clans are here, guys. Come on. We can't see. Okay, we can't see. All right, I'll give you guys a pass for that one. But the people at the front, you guys can see. So why is your hands not up? In Māori culture, roles are clearly defined but never hierarchical. Men may traditionally take on the tasks of farming. I can hear people whispering. Can we be quiet? Thank you. As I was saying, men may traditionally take the roles of farming, hunting, and protecting within the community, whilst women manage the home, nurture the children, and maintain the spiritual connection. But both men and women are equal partners. They're equal partners in maintaining are equal partners, each playing essential roles in maintaining the balance of the community. The village itself is an ultimate home, a place where we come together to celebrate, mourn, and share resources. In Māori culture, no one stands alone. When there's a wedding, a birth, or a death, we come together as an entire village. This shared sense of responsibility and participation is what makes our identity whole. Our customs and traditions are what keeps us rooted in Māori identity. They connect us to our ancestors and to our Māori identity. They allow us to sustain ourselves within each other and let us reflect on where we are and where we're going. Let us reflect on some of the few customs and traditions we have. So the first one I have is initiation ceremony into adulthood. Does anyone know what a girl or a boy has to do before they become an adult? What kind of trainings they get, what kind of teachings? They should know how to cook? Yes. For both genders? Yes. Anyone else? Anyone else? Sorry, hunting, was it? Hunting. And is that for females, males?
And female too. Hunting, yeah.
Females as well, yeah.
Yeah, female also go fishing.
Fishing.
Yep.
Some of the trainings and teachings that we see often is for the males, they may go through strength training. Iga, perfect. Put your hands up. Why wasn't your hand higher? Come on. What do you have to say for us, Iga? By the way, this is my chairman. This is my chairperson.
What I'm guessing is one of the things that young adults go through to become adults is like one of the training is pretty much just working in the garden, like digging, if you can do that, or even building a house or a hut back home. That's essential to become an adult.
Thank you. And I know for girls as well, they get lessons on how to be nurturing, how to look after their family home, how to keep their house spick and span. But that's for both males and females. Let me say that, because it's everyone's responsibility to keep a house clean. All right, so the other one I have is a naming ceremony. I know that after a baby is born, what happens essentially is the mother stays in the house for 3 days for boys and 4 days for girls. And then after that, they hold this ceremony where a name is given. And this name that's given carries a deeper meaning, reflecting the circumstances of the birth and the hopes of the community for the child's future. Another custom and tradition that we have is rites of passages for elders. This essentially in our culture is just a way for us not to forget the elders, allows us to honor them with the ceremonies that recognize their wisdom and all the guidance that they've provided us, and their years of service and their spiritual role. When an elder passes away, the village gathers to celebrate their life, We offer prayer and ensure the Spirit continues to guide us. All right. Now, many of us are far from home. Whether here in Australia, Kampala, Norway, London, we, the Māori, are spread across the globe. Yet, no matter how far away we are, we're never truly far away from each other. The spirit of Ubuntu, I am because we are, or I am because I belong, binds us together. In the diaspora, we continue to practice Ubuntu, connecting through small gatherings, shared meals, and through community celebrations. In our communities, we speak our languages at home and amongst each other. We continue to sing our songs, tell our stories, and perform our rituals, reminding ourselves that we are still Māori. When we celebrate a wedding in a distant land like Australia, we exchange cattle in the form of dollars. We offer prayers to our ancestors, and we sing our songs of unity. The places may change, but the spirit of our customs remains the same. However, living in the diaspora presents its challenges. The risks of losing touch with our roots and our tradition, and our language is real. For the younger generation, born and raised far from home, it can be difficult to fully embrace the Māori way of life. Technology and globalization also add to this. But we should not fear. Instead, they should offer us with opportunities. We must adapt, find new ways to stay connected, to preserve our culture. We can share our stories and customs through social media and with one another through video calls and create virtual spaces where the Māori spirit can thrive, even when we're miles apart. We, the Māori youth, have the responsibility to ensure that the next generation knows who they are, where they come from, and the importance of their culture. In the diaspora, we show the world that it's possible to live in a new land without losing our identity. Our strength lies in our unity, in the deep foundations of our culture that connects us all. This spirit is what we carry with us wherever we go. Through every city, every village, and every community we call home. Through us, others can learn about the richness of our culture. Through us sharing our music, our food, and our customs, we can show these people our true values and who we are. We have time and time again shown the world how resilient we are, especially during times of hardship and suffering. The Māori people who, through spirits and customs, have remained connected and have survived displacement, have shown that we're able to thrive wherever we are. Thank you.
Scovia, we're not done with you yet. Who had some questions? Let's go for it. I'll do the footwork for you.
Yeah, do that.
Just trying to push for time. What was your name? It was you, was it? All right, introduce yourself and ask your question.
Manzo anyok pasi, ni madi diari ongo. Okay, marui mundu kungwe manule, madi kungwe ngane. Manzo pasi, Leo nya presentation se, edero tsui. Arusi nyuzi lazi bakwiche ni jodia arutako bani. Madini aloja madi. Ongo ansa dia Mary ubi. Ongo nyisanya tigel dia senyili dia sef ubi. Dia do male memu okoreri. Ari jua nyini olojo madi wa kole anyo maritiwa. Kole anyo maritiwa ongo kole anya culture iniwa. Dia do madun jiti ma von jiti jo agadiari. Ai mariti nigakode. Dia do ai madi wonzi oleh kumai madi wonziku. Ongo dia do jiti dia na seri jua uniki culture ko ongo ba ge kiku dini enteni madi atai sa madi abi sa madi lakini jojo ki oniki aitiku ongo ki ba ga kuna ai madi ola ai madi ku ongo lazidi mazi nyini ku mazi ba kwich diare ni anyi joka kole madi kuni ya tirari kole alu tadi ndi auru sada te deawo deado ba dunjiti ongo nasin tu bamba balila gadi amadi ga kurto ada te deawo endwa ini nasa itirja isai madi manjara.
That was a lovely question. And it wasn't directed at me. So, who has their hands up with answers?
Atijo adore ma anjoke lazi ingani azile ledise. Lazi lede yo ziru pelere. Answer madima ke anyene redene. I may translate. The questions that Ingani you have asked is very beautiful. And the answer that I'm going to give you is like this. Most of our children now, they can't speak Madi. Neither they can perform our Madi traditional dances. It's not a mistake. That's the reason why we gather here today. That is the reason why we are going to coronate our chief, so that he can implement what our ancestors left to us, so that they can know it better, and then they will qualify as a Madi, both in speaking and dancing. As certainly you have seen here on the stage, the girls and boys whom you have said they can't speak Madi, they are performing it. That's one of the qualifications. Thank you.
That was a good answer. Do we all hear that? Yes? All right. We got another person with an answer.
Mazi anyekwiti dutogari arilaka. I said greetings to you all. I'm also going to answer Ingani's question that says, we have been talking about Madi as a culture, Madi practices, Madi language speaking. Are the children in this house who can't speak Madi, are they not belonging or are they not Madi? We'll answer your question like this. That question is good. I remember so many times when we have gathered, maybe most of you have not attended the conferences. It says simply the word Madi means Madi. What does Madi means? If you translate in English, simply I'm here. So, as our father says, not being able to speak a language, not maybe participating in the community because you're too far, maybe not coming to the community because your parents are located in area where there are no Madi people, maybe one family, does not block you from belonging. This is how we gather here today. Anybody who is in this room or a child in this room has said, I'm here. That's why we are here. So we are all Madi. With the Western culture, it's hard. Otherwise, yes, communication, belonging, traditional dances, singing is how we used to show off ourselves that I'm here, I'm Madi girl, I can sing, I can dance Gaya, I can dance Mure and everything. But now that we are here, even if you don't know, so up. I'm here, I'm ready to learn. Let's all learn it and become Madi. We all belong. Thank you.
I love when elders come and tell us how things are. But I also do think it's very important that we get the opinions from the youth, because it's who we're talking about. We want to find out what can we, when I say we, I mean the elder ones like myself, what can we do for you to encourage you to be more involved in your culture? I'll leave it open. I won't, target anyone as of right now. But maybe we can look at getting like a general consensus from the younger ones on what we can do different to help them reconnect and connect with their culture for the first time or reconnect again. Did anyone else have any questions for me, or can I go sit down? Any questions?
Scovia, I think you did a fantastic job. Just credit to Scovia. What I would say.
Thank you.
What I would say is this, yeah? What was your name? Ingani? Yeah, Ingani Kemusu. Ingani. Ingani, that was probably a question that everyone had in their mind. And those are the conversations that we need to have. And it's my first time here. I've always wondered what these things were for. And creating conversations like this, where I heard Auntie and I heard Uncle over there, they speak very passionately sometimes. For example, you'd say, if you can't speak Māori, you're not Māori. Maybe that's not exactly what they mean, but the younger kids maybe hear that a little bit too literal. And Ingani, you cleared the room. Credit to you. Scovia, the way that she explained in her presentation, I was sitting there listening, and she said, to belong, like to know your culture, your customs, if you know all of that, and Auntie over there just said it, I am here. If you're presenting yourself as a Māori, no matter whether you can speak it or not, whether you're around Māori people or not, because a lot of us are not around environments that we're speaking Māori every day. And moments like this, creating conversation, going away and sharing it, beautiful. Scovia, thank you. And we will move to our next presenter. Actually, sorry. So I said before that we're not doing the presidential coronation, but we do have our President Dominic Moy here, who will do a quick... John Agala, my mistake. He will come up and say a few words.
Azi anyekwiche laka Yesu Kristo harusi. Anzor bani indo ana abeti kola logasi. I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I give God thanks for bringing us together. It is really a beautiful occasion. As many speakers have said, ba rizukata beri, izukita yado. First thing, I also want to give Scovia thanks for that beautiful presentation. Maruni Johnny Agala, my MCC ND, MCCA, Ani Māori Community Council. So MCCA is the peak body of Māori in Australia. Somebody mentioned here briefly that MCCA was established in 2014. Now, since MCCA was established in 2014, the reasons for why MCCA was established is that it should bring Māori people together. Now, the MCCA is a journey. It is not an event, it's a journey. It is started a while ago. I'd say it started when those Māoris who came first to Australia settled together and began a community. And that I can remember off my mind, I think that was in Tasmania. Those of Rabat were the pioneers, the first group to come to Australia. And through them, they invited many other Madis. So that is the beginning of what we call today MCCA, because MCCA is a collection of Madi across Australia. In Madi land, we all know that for those of us who grew up there, you sit under a tree. Elders particularly, they sit under a tree. They discuss important issues. And these issues, some of them are strategic. How do we manage the community? How do we manage our families? Young people will come there to seek wisdom. Now, MCCA is like the big tree for Madi people in Australia. It is supposed to provide leadership, but also create wisdom and impart wisdom to younger people. My team, when we came to office, the people who came before us have made, they have done their best to address some issues that are affecting people. I've had some really interesting questions from Inyani asking whether those who don't speak Madi, are they Madi? Now, definition of Madi, in my view, it is not static. It's keep changing. Why it's changing? No society, no one culture stays the same forever. It changes. But how do we preserve? How do we preserve our identity? Now, one of the things that we have come with, we had a 13-point agenda. In that 13-point agenda, we have a short-term initiatives, medium, and long-term. So what Inyani was asking falls within our long-term plan for the Madi people. And that is, we realize that we can never preserve culture orally like the way we used to do back home. Back home, elders will sit down and pass oral wisdom to you through stories, oral stories. And that's how you learn about your culture, your identity. But that is not possible in the environment we are living in. So what do we do? What do we do? We need to be creative. We need to adapt to the change. And how do we adapt to the change? We use the available resources we have. And that is, for us, we thought the best way forward is we need to start writing books, history books and grammar books. This will be a resource for generations of Madi to be in Australia. And then the other thing that we thought about, establishing Madi language schools. Now, I'm using English because I want to make sure that the young people get the message that being a Madi in Australia is different to being a Madi in, for example, in Kenya or in South Sudan. There are a lot of factors in play. There are so many things in play. Most kids, most youth spend more time either at work, school, or pursuing their own interest. And there's a lot of influence as they get exposed to other cultures, other language, other society. So our approach is to see that we have something that can last for generations, because this idea of oral, if you like, storytelling, it is okay if you still have people like me and many others who can speak Madi. We can pass that to you. But what if we are not here? Who is going to do that? So we need to come up with something that is durable, something that can last. And what can last is we need to now put things into writing, so that even if we have things in oral, those of us that are still able to speak Madi and recall our history, our culture, and many things, we will still be able to communicate orally while having something that can last for generations. I told, when I was in Queensland, attending Cultural Day in Queensland, I said, we Madi, we are like a boat in an ocean. Culturally, we're like a boat floating on an ocean. And in this ocean, there is so many things there, and there's wind. You don't know where you're going to end up. So there is nothing that is going to keep you stable. And so we are floating. As you can see today, many of these young people cannot speak Madi. but they're still Madi. They love Madi, but the influence that they're getting from all around the environment where they're in is challenging them. Okay? So our main objective as MCCA moving forward, our suggestion, our policy is that we need to put things into writing. Now, I'm going to say something which, you know, as a leader has to listen, a leader has to lead, a leader has to also sometimes sit back and allow others to take the lead, to be humble. Now, with this youth conference in Victoria, my team, we said, look, we looked at the other conferences that happened. We looked at how they were run. We looked at the content. So we were like, okay, those conferences have emphasized more on, I know culture is good, but culture is one aspect of being a Madi. There are many other factors we need to take into account. So what I'm trying to say is this. There are some communities across the world who have successfully preserved their culture, their identity. And we need to learn from them. How did they do it? I'll take a practical example. The Afghan community, the Jews community, and many other communities. Now, the Jews community in particular, the Israelites, as their story is no different from us Madis. We are forced from our country because of war. The Israelites left their country because they were sent into exile as slaves. Now, what has happened? Why they've been successful in preserving their identity, their language, and they're the most influential people in the world today. If you go to business, they're very good. If you go anywhere else, they are very, very good. But as Mari, we can learn. What have these people done that allowed them to preserve their identity and to not only preserve identity, but also have an impact on the world? Today, if you go to America, the most successful business people are Jews. You go into sports, they run that. Media, anything you can mention, they are very influential. And that is because one thing they've done, there was one thing which brought them together. First, their identity as Jew, but their identity is not centered on things which change. It's centered on their belief system. It's centered on their commitment to their faith, which brings them together as a group. And that never changed. And they've stood together. Today, they have a Jewish school. If you speak to them, they will speak. Same thing with the Arabs, the Afghans community. The Afghans community, for example, they've just come here recently. But now, what they've done, they are so influential in business and in many other areas of the Australian economy. So what I'm trying to say is that we need to try to think outside the box. Language is good, yes, but we need to try to think together as a community. How do we preserve our culture? And this requires a debate, it requires thinking, it requires reflection. So I would say this is a very beautiful occasion for us where we can engage in sharing of ideas, and as MCCA, we'll listen to you, and we will take those ideas and translate them into something that is beneficial for the community. Thank you. God bless all of you.
Thank you, John, Madi Chairperson. We appreciate your words. And, you know, it's really important. Something that I really took from that is that we all have a part to play in preserving our Māori culture. And, you know, we all have a part to play in that. Next up, we've got Margaret. She will be doing a presentation for us. So from South Australia.
Hello, you guys. How are we all? That was very dry, guys. How are we all? Are we having a good evening? Yes, that's good. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Margaret, or Anjoa. Thank you all for being here today. I would like to take this opportunity today to discuss a fundamental topic, which is education. Before going into that, I will introduce the team. So we have Gillian, Bless, Joseph, and Marley with me here today to represent the South Australian Muddy Youth. So today, together we shall define education, discuss its importance, the challenges youth face in education, the roles of parents in supporting their children, and finally give a summary and key points to take away. So please save all the questions you have to the end. So education is more than just what we learn in the class. It shapes who we are, how we think, and how we engage with the world around us. It's the bridge to opportunity, the key to personal growth, and the foundation of societal progress. But for Muddy Youth, education can also be a journey fraught with unique challenges. These challenges can affect the academic performances, mental health, and overall well-being. So let's start with what education truly means. At its core, education is the process of learning, acquiring knowledge, and developing skills that allow us to participate fully in society. It's how we grow as an individual and contribute to the world around us. But it's not just about academic success. Education also fosters social skills, emotional intelligence, and sense of community.
The importance of education. Why is education so important? This is an important question, and the answer varies from one individual to another. Education helps our identity with the way we view ourselves, how we engage with one another, and the environment around us. For individuals, education opens doors to opportunities. It provides the tools to succeed in life, from critical thinking and problem-solving skills to practical skills needed in the workforce. Education is also essential for social mobility. It breaks the cycle of poverty, narrows inequality, and fosters economic growth. On a larger scale, education helps create informed, active citizens who can contribute to solving global challenges, whether it's climate change, economic instability, or social injustice. In Australia, education is especially important because of its diverse and multicultural population. The strength of our society lies in differences, and education plays a key role in bringing people together, bridging gaps, and fostering a sense of belonging.
The challenges faced by Māori youth in Australia. Māori youth in Australia often faces struggles that can make this journey much harder. One of the most immediate challenges they face is the language barrier. Imagine stepping into a classroom where everything is in a language you don't understand fully. You can't follow lessons, join discussions, or even complete assignments. This is the reality for many Māori youth who arrive in Australia with little to no English. It affects their ability to learn, participate, and ultimately their confidence in themselves. But it is not just about language. Many Māori youth come from educational systems that differ vastly from an Australian model. They may struggle to adapt to new teaching styles, unfamiliar curricula, and different expectations. For example, some students might be used to the rote learning, while Australian schools focus on critical thinking and inquiry-based learning. This gap can lead to frustration and disengagement. Beyond the classroom, many Māori youth face additional pressures at home. For some, helping with house chores or looking after younger siblings becomes part of their daily routine. In many cases, they are expected to assist their parents who may be working long hours in low-paying jobs in adapting to a new country and culture. These responsibilities can take a significant toll on their time, energy, and ability to focus on their studies. While they may be juggling schoolwork, they also have the added burden of managing family expectations and contributing to household duties. Moreover, the pressure to perform well in school can be overwhelming. Many Māori families have high expectations and academic success, Parents often see education as the key to securing a better future and may place immense pressure on their children to be top of the class. This desire to meet these expectations combined with language and cultural barriers can lead to stress, anxiety, and a fear of failure. The weight of wanting to be the best in the class to prove themselves can sometimes be a heavy load to carry. Social challenges also play a role in the difficulties faced by Māori's youth. Being different, whether in terms of culture, appearance, or accent, can lead to feelings of isolation. Bullying and discrimination are real concerns that affect many Māori students, making it harder for them to integrate socially, make friends, and feel like they belong.
How Māori parents can support their children in education. Despite these challenges, Māori parents have an essential role to play in supporting their children's education. Even if they are struggling to adapt to life in Australia, there are many ways that they can help their children thrive. Firstly, parents can instill a strong value of education within the family. Even if they are unable to help with schoolwork directly due to language barriers, the very act of showing that they care about education makes a world of difference. Parents should encourage their children to stay focused and not give up when things get tough. The simple act of asking about their day at school, showing interest in their assignments, and celebrating their small successes can boost their confidence and motivation. Creating a positive home environment is also key. Parents can make sure that their children have the time, space, and resources they need to study. A quiet, well-lit place to do homework, access to the internet, and even a set routine for study time can help their children stay on track. Parents can also help by encouraging their children to manage their time well, balancing schoolwork with other activities, and providing emotional support when the pressure of school life becomes overwhelming. Another important way Māori parents can support their children is by seeking out resources and assistance from the school. Most Australian schools have programs to support students who are learning English as an additional language. Parents can ask about tutoring services, language assistance programs, or counseling services. Even if parents don't speak English fluently, they can reach out to teachers and ask for updates on their child's progress. Many schools offer translation services or even have bilingual staff who can help bridge communication gaps.
Parents can encourage their children to participate in extracurricular activities, whether it's sports, arts, or community groups. These activities help Māori students make friends, integrate into the school community, and build confidence. Peer mentorship programs can also be incredibly helpful, where older students provide guidance to newcomers and help them navigate school life. They can also help their children understand that education is not just about grades, but also about personal growth. They can emphasize the importance of learning, developing skills, and discovering new interests. Rather than focusing solely on being the top student, this can relieve some of the pressure and allow children to feel that their efforts are valued, regardless of the grades they bring home. Education is key to unlocking potential, both for individual and society. For Māori youth, education offers the chance to integrate into Australian society, to create opportunities and build a better future. But the journey is not always easy. Language barriers, cultural differences, social isolation, and family peer pressures can create significant obstacles. However, by supporting their children with love, encouragement, and involvement, Māori parents can help them navigate these challenges and succeed in their educational journey. As a society, we must continue to support these young people, ensuring that our schools and communities are inclusive and accessible to everyone. Only through mutual understanding, support, and efforts can we create an educational environment where all students, regardless of their background, have a chance to succeed and thrive. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any questions? It's an open questions, so anyone can ask and anyone can answer.
Thank you very much, my children, for presentation education today to us. My question is like this. As one of you mentioned, say, education is the key. I know that's very important for the present life. Some children, when they go to school, they find it a bit difficult to understand what the teacher is teaching. And they come back home, also they are more frustrated. What do you think we, the parents, we should find in order to help those children to reduce their impact?
Does anyone want to answer that question? Yes?
Thank you, guys. Just to answer your question, I just want to stand up and ask a lot of our parents here today that how many of you actually attend your child's reporting days? Do you attend it? Do you have one-on-one with the teacher to find out what your child is actually struggling about? Because I think that is where we're having a big gap, where some parents are actually not attending. So a child is having difficulties at school, but yet you're not having a one-on-one conversation with the teacher. Now, how is your child supposed to improve in their education if you don't have that conversation with the teacher? So I think that's where we're having a big gap, where our parents are too focused on working, which we all understand. We have to work. But it's very important to give time to sit down with your child and ask questions. What are you struggling with? And remember, we're living in diaspora. We also have people who are struggling with intellectual disabilities. So these are the things we also need to actually have conversations about, because education is very deep than what we're actually looking at it is. So I just had to answer your question on that.
Thank you, Faith. See a question in the middle.
Manzi kotedo. Lazi mandiambe zile nae. Lazi na yunga mani cheri kola mavengede. Because a child is struggling. Sometimes they don't know how to come to you for help. So tongin dara tongia baranga ki struggle, try and reach out. So I feel like that's a parent question, not the child question. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. Do I have supporters? Thank you. And Zokwasi. Also, the other thing about education is, but today this one is also, I'm going to go to our parents. Our parents, they don't have any ideas about the education system, in Australia. So I think that for that part, we can excuse them. However, as a parent, dongindanya banangwa karitsandi ole is zuring itoko your home on dilega. You need to ask questions. I do know that says you trust your child. Oh yeah, they have it undercovered. They're okay. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. But there are times where the report cards arrived. You will not receive it. You will not receive it is because, okay, I have either failed or I have a D. Last time I gave it to Baba, Baba said, "Oh, you should not get a D. D is not acceptable." Okay, so first of all, why did you get a D? What are you struggling in? How can we help to do this and stuff? So as a father also, or as a mother, as a parent, personally, I think if you also don't have an idea about what your child is studying and stuff, try and find out by any means what your child is also studying, so that way you can be part of their education as well. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Jackie. Hello, hello, hello. I think we have an answer here for that one. Hello, can you guys all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Manzo Bosi. Tamandu Mama Jori, you can't come similar to what our sister is saying there. You see, a lot of our people, our parents, this is not blaming parents. We're all struggling. Really, really tough life here, Australia guy. Like at the same time, we came here because some of us make the decision to come to this country to give the best opportunity for our children. But there's a catch. Parents ga baru amade Sudan ga ole Uganda ga para ko zani parents ko niara da nyini skuru nyini tijoka ko ole nyata la pesai endo nya para ozara ole ozakru nyini ara namba alo namba eri namba na namba su de para nyidi kelasi mudiri ga kanane ki ado kemo namba na mudiri banyi ni rala de bara la de rai la. Lakini Australia gade talala iyo dia obado paras ne nika ya bontetiri kai performing on ani so opo yani report la dia jani ABC then munyi riado ga job is doing very good. The home la dia cha ndo kucha dia de man English ko mata la pena ma complete ma bara and disadvantage ongo dia ma pressure babara ni ma nyi private school ga nyendara bonjeti jirika private school ya bena yani baru padinani la ponyi kanyang bato kanyi nito kanyi discipline tektor deroku endereke so yani all look completely active bonjeti ni deganda ni the most important thing education ga aki blame aiko ongo aki compare bonjeti ko ongo bonjeti zibab ni so kake ta duk emi zibab ko do tete lakini ko tanara let the best all madema your patients message yang buno ko mo pares ne bon je terni teacher school meeting let the anyaten nyari nya barakato de kado de one on one ba ongu dia ko nya city councils gasikuti masure in all the states de nyede nya mado ko extra ado classes let ni ba barakesu de bara ni ta school ga nyede nyimu Centerling appointment me sikura lakini bonjeti appointment zote za misiara school dinai and okay so it's very important the parents blame kako it's very tough out here lakini let's work together.
Thank you. Okay. I think we have time for one more question. Two more questions.
Anjo kwasi endo bonje chiridi abe muka diasi amarere endo bonje vo kwichi ziba pesule lukudo agar se voto marere anjo taban mai ma yuzo biani bonje chiri be vo kanyi tore feji sidiria bonje ziezi kinyana mudilimbi zinezi kinyana mudiri ne ajo ko kwe kumu university ko kumu senior kumu kesu na ado ayo kesu okpa lead sukuru de ngana nyini ko ajo anyela university ni buku nyila akwe dia sukuru ge nyini muka na okpa bonje chiri amadi anyi to kuku ijiram gale jo ofisi kesu oniki sukuru ganga ko bani anyi to dia lead okpa sala ma parent dia do ma parent ma jongasa langwe na ametala nda kokuzi anda arabiani kolongwe anda nga kuchidu ni ama parent amani ngazi edelenja ajode ni bondi ni niyo lakini de ba anyi to aridi ni anyi bondi anyi nda amenda ni kiza ama atani kiza to be chandiru kinyasi dezi pisi amadi jugana nyala gali tie gadi na ngbanyi to dadu nya sadia angbanyi ko nye feel are free, nye mu ole to disco you are free. What is about to there in Africa? What are you going to do? Even you going to the Africa, you going to teaching, you going to do what? You have not English. What can you do in Africa? That is we have problem. You be careful. Here, adult education is going on. Even in me, I'm studying the primary one today. I'm going to up to university. Please. Manjak bossy, and ya leju see, and ya meta casamala maju and any tarini house. At the tall Yolanda Ganja. Mandara.
Thank you. Okay, this will be our last one.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. As a parent, I've got some few concerns that I want to raise to the young people. I'm overwhelmed to see that at least quite good number of young people are here. And I believe in our communities, we have got resources that you can use. We have got people who have graduated. We have got people in different fields that can help young people. Now the notion is, how can we use these resources, MCCA? Is there a forum that can be formed for struggling students? Some students would like to become engineers. We have got already engineers in our communities. Some people will want to become social workers. We have got social workers in our communities. We have got nurses in our communities. So if these resources can be put together, that can uplift the individual parents who are struggling. I know sometimes we as parents, we inflict our values for our young people. I want you to become a doctor. And here someone is struggling with mathematics. And you as a parent cannot help that person. So on these notions, I stand here. I do a lot of things that I was mentoring people from interstates. Send your assignment. I look over the assignments. We work over it. There are a lot of avenues these days you can use. You can have a forum and you can have a discussions. Don't sit down there. If your parents cannot help you in an ocean, you have got cousins, you have got uncles who are outside there. So that is the only thing that I wanted really to add to you as a young people. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for that. MCs, do we have enough time for any more questions? Where's the MCs? I can see 2 questions.
Go for it. Let him cook.
Is it
let him
okay?
cook. Go for it. Go for it.
Perfect. I'll start here, and then we'll go back to the MCCA side over there.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Regina. I'm from Melbourne here. I'm not answering question or asking question, but I just wanted to add a little additional thing to whatever parents are saying. So what I want to say to parents is, maybe it's too early for me to say this because I'm still having a little one, but it's from my own experience, which is we shouldn't push our children to live our own dreams. We should allow them to live their own dreams. Why I'm saying this? Because a few years back when I came to Australia, my dream was to become a mechanic, which is my relative back home. They said to me, "What? You're going all the way to Australia to be a mechanic?" I said, "Yeah, you're a woman. Don't forget that." I said, "So?" They said, "What if you're pregnant? How are you going to enter under a vehicle?" I said, "Okay, this might not be a right or a good dream," so I stopped. But when I arrived to Australia, I saw that the car is being raised up. So it's okay for my dream to go ahead, but I didn't because I got discouraged. So that's why I'm saying we shouldn't allow our children to live our own dreams. Allow them to live their own dreams. Because we came all the way from our own land to a new land. Let them experience what we haven't experienced in the past. Thank you.
Anzo kwase, sare kwa kamane se. Marungwa linoi, ma adla se. Tamala majori are, atijo adore. Zaman de abo gaderi ne. Masi ogade. Mai kwe ogade. Adusiko, zaman de abatiri ogahendo. Hol gaderi ne. Madi duradoba. Madi duradoba. Batiri badiri. Banyi to ambade ko. So ma wako mu bambaga. Banyi to bambade de. Male ma joba na yitorare. Bazi nga Afrika se evo dia jiki batiri ao. Bazi evo wesuki batiri dia se. Lakini dia anyita wadi batiri na sinzenze. Future ngidi durinya batiri. Ebu baki dia le di duri dia ebu. Lakini iko le onze batiri na siko. Yesu hago komo ebuga. Izi sakolo ebu olega. Batiri kolo adite. Lady Ingeteri sa call about an assignment at a Adingaz Baruna Tazi electronic guana baruyo. You mulo sigape, you move jaquigape on a side, but Sirene Tanzi yo muzo mediaga. Lakini de Anya Barawani iPad zogate, you the Barawani phone, smartphone, yes, we are Barawaki playhouse. Dear room guy, you by internet joga. How do you expect this child to go with the study? It will be difficult. So banyi to parent anyi baki debu lakini tabaki de anyi to yake de ado ako fu bani sa ebu dira se ebu di kole kolung bilingbili do ago ke ebu ide undwe izi kole kite ebu inini le de ka chanzi ke madi alalo mina kolo batiriga. We are not giving time for our kids. I'm just appealing to our parents. If you got a child at home, please try to adjust your time for work, balance with your family matter. Don't leave the kid down and you go for work. The money is just like a visitor. If you see this room here, a lot of people came from interstate. They are here, they are a visitor. But tomorrow, are they going to be here? No. All of us are going to go back to where they came from. Just the same like money. What about your child? If you leave your child to struggle alone, do you think the child will put you up? That'll be a big problem. Look at this kid. Only Margaret is about 20, but the rest of those one there, they are less than even 16. If a child can come and stand before you and talk about education, what is the value of education for us as Madi? Are we really happy to see our kids to struggle? Or we are there ready to help them? This is our identities. If we take this one very seriously, we will never see our kids on the media doing the wrong things. We need to gather like this to celebrate graduations and other things, but not to see our kids on the media when they are fighting on the street, or they are going breaking doors, or the windows stealing. It is our responsibility as parents. I want to appeal to you all. Put your child first before you go to work. When you go to work, is my child safe? Are we really checking the assignment they're doing? I know we got different ability. Someone says here before, we got a lot of resources in the community. Yes, for sure. We got doctors, we got lawyers, and we got nurses, and we got social workers, we got engineers, all in Madi community. What is the use of that? Are we really serious to ourselves? We have been asking, what is Madi? Now they have come today. They say, we are here. This is Madi. If you are Madi, yes, come in front. When there's a problem, don't hide yourself. That's your Madi. When issue comes from Madi, never hide yourself, and then you call yourself Madi. But when you are hiding, waiting until the thing cools down, and then you come out, you are not Madi. Madi people are not hiding. They are not hiding. And then I had another question, that what makes you to be Madi? What makes you to be Madi? Our kids came out. All these kids in the room here, they are all Madi, they came out. You can be from a different tribes. When you get married to Madi, how do you call yourself? You also Madi, right? This is our culture. We don't segregate people who came from different tribes to our culture, to our homes. If you get married to non-Madi, your wife is not belonging to that culture. She's not in that tribe. She's already in Madi. Okay? And the other thing is, if you can't speak Madi, do we call you Madi? Do we call you Madi? Yes. You are Madi. You are Madi. And why am I saying you are Madi? Because you are showing up. When the problem comes, you are there. Now we are here. If we check here one by one, we get maybe 3/4 of these people here. They can't speak Madi, but they are here already. Once again, I want to just appeal to parents. Let's try to put hands together and help our kids. Don't leave them behind. We brought the young kids in front of you today to come and present things about education because we want to show the value of education. We want to show you the feeling of young people. They like education, but we parents, we are turning away. Let us not run away from them. Let us always back them up and help them. Thank you very much. I took long.
Sorry, I talk a lot. Always give mine lion's share. A very good presentation about education. Now, if I ask one question, now we are here in Australia, or we are in America. What do we want? Let me tell you, parents and children, what brought us in this country, either to other foreign countries, because of war. But our intention is our life. That's number one. With the parents, we brought you people here for the safety. And then another thing, education. Number three, work. We have to work hard. And I've been expecting from not only these presenters, but all the youth, what are they expecting we, the parents, to help them with? But no one of you asked this question. Education is not a very easy thing. Let me give you, I'm a civil engineer. I'm now doing master in civil engineering. Be like example, the way how we should help our kids. We the parents, we have that challenge. Because other parents, they neither has gone to school or they can't read. I'm now in two states. I'm now in Melbourne. I've been in Perth, Western Australia. By that time, I asked the parents, how can we help these children? We start implementing these things to the community offices. We want this hall. Every Saturday, Sunday, we are going to teach our children. Parents, bring your children. There's a movable partition. We help them with assignment. We teach them. The assignment that they've given in school, the parents could not be able to help. We help them. We teach mathematics. We teach science and traditional dance. And the other one is called what? Order. Even other tribes say, oh, I want to take my child to Madi school. Madi school. We are getting even fun from here. For rendering a hall like this. Very beautiful. Very nice. And the other things last time say, oh, those children here, they can't speak Madi, neither they can't even dance. Are they going to be called Madi? They are. Now this youth conference, that's the way how we should teach them. That's another thing. And then the second thing, challenge to us, the parents. We have been unfortunate, otherwise, to take those children to know more about Madi. We have to build a house at home. During the holidays, we have to take the children there. There, people cannot speak English. We'll find aunts, uncles, they want to talk. Oh, they will learn. That's the responsibility of parents. We have to do this. And we have to work hard. Otherwise, when you can't speak Madi, even neither our culture, finish, gone. We have responsibility to leave our ancestors' legacy to them. We are going by the way. When we go away, who will teach them? We the parents, still, we have that challenge. We should find always a solution how we can help these kids. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much for your time today, guys, and we hope that you guys can take with you the importance of education.
All right, thank you so much, Margaret and the crew from South Australia. That was very lovely. I feel like what I really took from that was that education is really a relationship between not only the students, the youth, and their teachers, but with their parents at home. It's about all of us coming together, and I hope we can continue to make sure everybody is accountable in that relationship. And from the presentation specifically, I think it was lovely that we could talk about the challenges that our youth face and then come with solutions. So thank you to our youth from South Australia. Thank you so much. Yeah. And that basically wraps up our presentations for tonight. We've got 2 more presentations still with Queensland and Tasmania. So tomorrow is a youth-focused day. So we really want, especially the youth, to come tomorrow, show up, and we'll have an opportunity to workshop. And we appreciate our elders for, your contribution tonight. But tomorrow is especially for the youth. So we'll have Queensland and Tasmania pick up from tomorrow at 9. And we'll have dinner.
Yeah,
now and
I'm
then
very
music. Yeah. So we thank you so much, everyone, and be safe. And always so great to see you all.
Yep. And can we have another round of applause for all our presenters tonight?
Just before we eat, just a word, just to make sure that we all come in on time tomorrow. I've seen some familiar faces here. I do want to introduce them. We all went one by one, introduce ourselves at the start. So you boys came in maybe a little bit behind us. So tell us who you are. You boys are from where exactly?
I'm from Canberra. Maru Jomai.
Jomai, welcome. From Canberra. We missed that one state earlier.
Maru Wadzai. I'm from Sydney.
My name is Manu. I'm from Sydney.
Oringane from Sydney.
Very good. All right. So I wanted to introduce those guys just to let everybody know it is a Friday night. We have an early start. Those are the outside boys. Let's not be outside too long tonight, yeah? And be in early tomorrow. So let's eat, meet each other, introduce yourselves, and try and have a good time. Let's eat.
Right before we get to dinner, I would actually love to invite Juru up to talk for us. Yep. For a quick 5 minutes, could I have Judo come to the stage, please? Can we give a round of applause? Thank you.
Mario oye! Mario oye! Mwanzi ya nyikote dolaka, sounda lagare se, rusi mwangu ya zoroe, surusi mamolizi, and then Molians out there. Yay! That's it. So you're molling in your lost sodo, muzu, and so say, it's shamefully I'm gonna speak in English. I heard someone say, "Oh," but yeah. So I'm up here for to speak about something that I do on the side, or something that I waste my time on. Okay, there's no photo up there. It would have been easier, but okay. So I am an emerging and self-taught fashion designer. And I am also a personal stylist. So no, I don't look glamorous, but that's okay as well, right? Tomorrow is the night. Yes? And I'm expecting all the kings and queens to come out looking Gucci. Yes? Awesome. So I do my business, I do dressmaking, and actually before I actually got into it, I'm gonna have to follow up with that education thing. So 2014, I dropped out of uni. Yes? And I finished high school in 2010. In 2010, I finished high school. 2014, I dropped out of high school, uni, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and that's something that I think all of us can relate to. You finish year 12, you don't know what you want to, proceed and do and stuff, yeah? And to be honest, and it's okay, it takes a while to find your passion. It takes a while to find something that you actually really, really want to do with your life. Yeah? It took me a while to find what I'm actually really into. And the way I entered into fashion was very funny. And that's a story for another day. If you want to hear it, holler at me. So that's that. And it took me that long. And from nowhere, I started sewing. And it became something. I'm gonna have to drop some photos up. If there's photos on the computer, I get photos. So it's 2014. It's 2024 now. From 2014, I've done some runways, and I've done some couple, things that I think I was proud of. Where's the photos, guys? Do we have the presentations up? No? No? Tomorrow. Okay, why am I speaking today? But okay, that's fine. So anyways, I think what I want to also encourage us and young people, if you have a passion for something, is there anyone out there that is actually passionate about something? Hobby. You have a hobby that you're passionate about. Okay? Madi says what I'm a vodo. Donyeruga vodo nyibebuga. Put it to work. Put your talent to work. Put your gift to work. You never know where it will take you. I can't say I am nowhere, and I can't say I'm somewhere. But we all have somewhere that we want to go, One day, I hope to own a warehouse for a fashion house. One day, I hope to own a warehouse full of kitenge. China makes our kitenge, and we buy it proudly. We really do. We buy that material proudly, and China, they took over it. You know, they do it for us and stuff. Okay, one day, somehow, somewhere, somehow, however it happens, however it will happen, by the grace of God, we will have a kitenge house in Australia. Yes. So yeah, sorry, I've been pushed to tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have a pop-up store with a couple of the things that I've made. And also we're doing a raffle ticket tomorrow. So this raffle ticket is, I'm working on starting my ready-to-wear collection next year. So whatever, if you purchase a ticket, that's what it's gonna go toward. And that raffle ticket, there's 3 prizes to be won. Hello, you can hear me? I know when it comes to Rubia, people don't want to hear it, but it's okay. So 3 prizes. So we have a first, third, and second. English. Tatizare, bongo, solopabari, opinaganato, erijari, $100 gift card, and then najore, Nikitenge suayo, ela kitenge na nyiso in a way that you want. And those raffle ticket is $5. And tomorrow it will be up. Okay? Thank you. Anzo kwa Simandora.
Thank you so much. We'll have your presentation up tomorrow. We can see all those lovely pictures. Thank you.
And you do look glamorous, by the way. She didn't hear me. So, change of programs. Just want to let you know about the timing for tomorrow. So 9 till 1 p.m. tomorrow is youth focused. So all of you guys who prefer not to show, it is specifically for the youth. And then from 5 onwards, we'll have the Māori traditional dances and dinner. Yeah, that's it. Food is around the corner, so just make your way in an orderly fashion. Try not to block the hallway, obviously, but just make your way there and serve yourselves. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Baby nyiba maluru, Jenzo nyiba maluru, ale nyindro atu. Jenzo nyiba maluru, baby nyiba maluru, Jenzo nyiba maluru, ale nyindro atu. Ni ale nyindro, inyasiti kumbu masiku. Eizo mata joni ndemamia, iluti mani vuruku. Kuri nyira sitesa manyunza kimunza nyikunyi zirito nini male nini ranzira kasonzi kwe kaluru besi nyingana kaluru besi male ni anyuta raipani antitili oni elienzo wakwambara perenge yani nadisila nyiva maluru mawanyandra guru maluru janza nyiva maluru ale nyindro atu male nini ranziti onti peko suvurusi Jenzo nyiba maluru baby nyiba maluru Jenzo nyiba maluru ale nyindro atu